Yeah, thank you so much, Kyle. I'm super happy to be here. I was just lurking on Twitter already, or X, I should say, and I've seen a few thousand people tune in. So that's always great to see, and not speaking into the void. That's even better. But anyways, yeah, I'm Philip, core contributor at Arkadiko. In fact, we're one of the oldest protocols on Stacks in DeFi, at least. We launched in Q4 of 2021, and so we built a crypto-backed stablecoin that's live. So yeah, for 3 years, it's going pretty well. We've always been around the top five in terms of TVL on Stacks, and yeah, we have a really nice and nitty-gritty community. If you want to lurk as well, we have a Telegram and Discord, but more on that soon. I'll explain you a little bit how our crypto-backed stablecoin works. And it's pretty easy, I would say. So here on the right-hand side, you see a little bit of a diagram that shows you how this would work. But generally speaking, we have what I said, a crypto-backed stablecoin, and that simply means that you can put some tokens, one of your favorite tokens, whether that's STX or stacked stacks by Stacking DAO, or SBTC when it launches. For now, it's XBTC. But one of those three collateral types we accept today, and you can put them in what we call a vault. You can deposit them there, lock them up. And when you lock them up, you can borrow and mint a stablecoin called USDA. And so USDA is a soft peg to the dollar. That means it's always worth more or less $1. And so a stablecoin, it's pretty well known these days, right? You have the USDCs, USDTs of the world. We have a decentralized one, as I said, called USDA. Now, USDA, what can you really do with it? I'd say a stablecoin generally stands or falls with the amount of liquidity that's out there. And so it's pretty important that there are, relevant use cases. And I'm happy to say that it's actually one of the most widespread, stable coins on Stacks. I think there's about four or five live today on Stacks. USDC, USDA, SUSDT. Those are the biggest ones. And so, by the way, you can check that all on a little nice platform that I like, which is Signal21, signal21.co, if you want to see more data and analytics around that, around USDA, how the supply grows and things, and what people do with it too. But I'll go over a little bit of a few use cases. So I think the most relevant use case for people is leverage. We all like to go longer than long, especially in bull markets. And so you can mint USDA and buy some stacks with that if you think STX will go up. Not financial advice, but you can just leverage yourself against your position. You could do the same for BTC or maybe a meme coin or anything else out there. But that's a big use case of USDA. That's why people want to borrow. In the end, it's a borrowing platform in the form of a stablecoin. That's definitely a big use case. Farming, as I said, there are several farming platforms that we do have collaborations with. Among them, Alex, Bitflow. We have our own little DEX where you can just LP as well on the Deco USDA pair, for instance, where Deco is our governance token. You should read our documentation to learn more about that, since this is just a quick intro. But yeah, farming and those APYs, so the yields, they go from pretty conservative, like a 5-6%, all the way to pretty, risky 90%, and sometimes even higher. So it definitely depends on the flavor that you like, but that's out there too. And then last but not least, you can also stake. If you mint USDA, you can stake it in our liquidation pool and participate in liquidations of the protocol. Again, I would say read the documentation to learn a bit more about that. And so since we've been live since 2021, me and the team were one of the oldest teams live on Stacks. And so a lot of people ask me, why would you build on Stacks today? And what's so special about Stacks? Well, I think, and I'll keep it short, because there's 1,000 reasons, but it is the leading Bitcoin layer 2. And I do suggest you look into all of them, and you'll see, objectively speaking, I think that the market leader is clearly Stacks. And as we're speaking, we're actually building a decentralized set of validators. So we're decentralizing the network further. They're called signers and Stacks, but it's all really exciting. And SBTC is coming. And so SBTC is this big milestone for Stacks where you can borrow against SBTC, not only Arkadiko, but I want you to explore all the DeFi platforms. So don't only use Arkadiko, I'd say. You use them all and form your own opinion on what you like best. But yeah, I'm building Arkadiko, and this is my 5 minutes for glory. So if you want to know more, go to Arkadiko Finance on Twitter or arkadiko.finance on the internet. So yeah, thanks a lot for listening, and enjoy the rest of the morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Cheers.